Let me tell you about how we use Come Follow Me every single day. Hi there, I'm Elaine from On the Same Page Together. We are a Christ-centered home of learning, and on this channel, we talk about all things family. We like to share what works for us as we strive to encourage you on your journey in life and family. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. I try to respond quickly, and I love being a part of your journey. This video is part of a series which I will link down in the description box and talk more about later. Right now, let's get into how our family uses Come Follow Me. We do a daily devotional where we start out with an opening song, an opening prayer, then we do our lesson, and a closing prayer. Yes, I said daily. We study Come Follow Me Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday is our church day, and that's what we study at church. So we get to study every single day, and we love it. So when do we fit it in, right? Well, that changes based on the season of life we're in and what's going on in our lives. We have done it first thing in the morning, and by first thing in the morning, I mean like during or right after breakfast. We have done during lunch, and we've done right after quiet time in the afternoon. Our favorite so far is either during breakfast or right after breakfast, getting it done first thing in the morning because that really sets the tone for your day. So that's all during the day, right? We are homeschoolers, so we have that flexibility of time of when we do it. However, if we were not homeschoolers and my kids went to school, we would still do it daily. The time frame when we would do it, we would probably pick like really first thing in the morning while they're getting ready for school. At breakfast time before they leave, we could do at the dinner table, right after dinner as our evening family scripture study. It could still be done, and it can still be done if you are not a homeschooler. I really encourage you to try and fit it in to your day wherever you can, wherever it makes sense. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, what do you do when you travel? We take it with us. Travel days are perfect. We do it in the car often. One of us will drive and the other one will lead the discussion. So usually my husband's driving so that I can lead the discussion because I'm the one who has prepared for it. If ever we're flying somewhere, then we do it in the airport. We just pick a time and we do it. We love to do it while traveling in transit. That's our favorite way to do that because it just, gives you something to fill that time in. When we are on vacation, either visiting family at a theme park, camping, whatever it may be, we start our day with that. Before we go out and do whatever family activity, before we head into the park, before we go on whatever hike, we do our seminary lesson first because it sets the tone. It helps you get off on the right foot, and it does just make a difference. If living the gospel is something you want to do, studying it every day is so important. Now you may think, holy cow, going from 0 to 6 days a week might be hard if you're brand new to this, or man, we are hit and miss kind of in there. That's okay. You know what? Make that your goal and work towards it. Don't compare your starting point to our, what is this, 4 years in, 3 years in of doing it like this. It's okay. You can work up to it, and I'm here to support you in that. Let's talk about the resources we use. The church has the Individuals and Families Manual, which everybody gets and uses. They also have a primary manual, which is great for ages 11 and under. Has some great ideas in there. And they have a Sunday School Manual, which is great for 12 and up. But they also have a Young Women's and Aaronic Priesthood Manual, which I don't have just yet. It's coming as soon as it's available. And that one is great for ages 12 to 18. I use all of them. I do, because they all have different ways of teaching the topics and bring it all together, and they just kind of help me round things out and help me teach the audience that I have. Church magazines. I've always loved having them in my home, but actually finding time to read them was quite the challenge. Once I realized that the articles easily line up with Come Follow Me, I made it my goal to incorporate them into our lessons throughout the month. I know what you're thinking. Holy cow, that's a lot. No thanks. Hear me out before you click away though. We didn't start here. We started with just the Individuals and Families and Come Follow Me manual. But once I got it and dove into how we were going to use it as a family, I quickly realized that I don't want to stick to just the family prompts. These individual prompts are awesome. They take a deep dive into these topics, and we want to study these things. So I chose to sit down each week, connect the related prompts, and spread it out over the week to create a daily devotional. Once I got the hang of that manual, I pulled in the primary manual to get ideas for the younger audience that I had that I wanted to engage in these lessons. Getting the hang of this manual is when I realized the magazines line up with Come Follow Me. So then I brought in the Friend. When we were comfortable with the Friend and having those in, then I brought in the Liahona. From there, brought in the youth one. This is not December's, it's coming. This is November's. These youth articles are great and they provide such depth in these topics and bring them so close to like the real world. Same for the Sunday school manual. The questions they ask in here are so good and they provide such great reflection on how to be a great member missionary, how to handle those tough conversations with friends, how to answer those questions that come. Honestly, I recommend this one and this one, no matter what your age is. If you have interactions with people who are not members of the church, interactions with people who question your faith, these two have great, thought-provoking ways to bring that into your daily study. I love them. So when I saw how amazing a youth content was, I thought we have to check out the Young Women Aaronic Priesthood Manual. So that one will be brand new for this 2022 year, and I'm so excited to get into it. Now, we won't be using that manual every single week because they only meet in Young Women and Young Men's twice a month, so we'll only get those every other week. So you saw how we worked up to this. One resource at a time. Don't think that you have to jump in with everything I use. Just start where you're comfortable and work your way up, knowing that I love all these resources. You can come back and check in the video and find out why I like it and see what one you want to add in next. Oh, I forgot to mention there are two others that we use. We use Drawn In from David Bowman. We absolutely love it. It is so engaging for the whole family. He makes it fun for us adults as much as he makes it fun for the littlest ones. And what I love about them is that they just tie everything that we're studying together. And he makes it so fun and entertaining for them. And I like to use it as we've talked about all these things and now here's the video that kind of summarizes all of it. It's great. Seriously, we love it. My kids love it so much that they ask every single day, do we have a Drawn In episode today? And there are cheers of joy every time I say yes. So I will for sure have that linked in the description box if you want to check it out. Worth every single penny and then more. The other one we use is Don't Miss This. We love David Butler and Emily Bell Freeman. They're so sweet. I love their interaction together and the way that they interact with the audience. It just feels like you're in the best Sunday school class ever. And truly they are a supplement to Come Follow Me because they tell you stories and insights that you don't get when you study throughout the week. So we love watching the episode for the week on Sunday as part of our church services because we're still home. We really enjoy all of the extra insights and the added supplement material that they provide for us. That one will definitely also be linked in the description box below. Would you like to see like a day in the life or a week in the life video of how all this works for us? If so, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments, day in the life or week in the life. Also include what kinds of things would be helpful to see. Liking and commenting on my videos and even sharing them really helps me reach other families who are also looking for this information. Up next in this series, I have a Plan With Me video coming where I can better show you how I fit in all of the different resources because I don't use them all every single day. So subscribe and ring that bell to not miss it. After that, I'm going to release a video talking about how you can get my lesson plans for free. In the meantime, though, you can check out this video that YouTube thinks you'll like. Just click on one of these and I'll see you over there. We have done it first thing in the morning, not when we wake up though. I mean, you could. Some families do that. We don't. If our girls notice that we haven't gotten to it that day, they're like, when are we doing seminary? It's even the kids won't let it slide.